The trailer is anabolic around the first turn, using the inside lane advantage, and trotting on hard is Lindsay, Fiery Image. That'll put Pondotricity into the pocket. Gypsy Balance saw that unfold. She's watching that from a prudent third at this stage. The quarter was battled out in 28 and 3. It's Lindsay, Fiery Image, trotting strong and stacking him up single file after 3/8 of the mile. Pondotricity relegated to the pocket trip position. It's close to 2.5 more lengths. Gypsy Balance yet to close in from third. JC's Valley stays in from fourth. Armbro Vixen fifth at this stage. Francesca Hanover is going to flush cover, sixth at the outside. Okies Mint is seventh on the outside. Second to last, Anabolic rides in on the pylons, and Parking with Shelby was on the outside, trailing in the fourth over position and ninth. 59 and 3 was that half. Lindsay, Fiery Image onto the final turn. JC's Valley was flushed first over. Pondotricity back in the pocket. Francesca Hanover second over from fourth. The favorite, Gypsy Balance, is along the inside fifth and gapped by 2 more lengths on that final turn. Okies Mint up to sixth at the outside. Armbro Vixen is seventh. Parking with Shelby is eighth, and Anabolic ninth on the inside. It's still Lindsay, Fiery Image at head stretch. 1:29 3/4 time. They're in the lane in the first Gold Series elimination. Lindsay, Fiery Image is turning it on. McElroy has her out on a 3-length advantage. Gypsy Balance is going to get a look at the inside lane. She's come through to the inside of Pondotricity, but Lindsay, Fiery Image is clear, and she has gone gate to wire powerfully in the first Gold elimination. Pondotricity up to haul down second. Gypsy Balance had to settle for third. Lindsay, Fiery Image in 1:58. Return to Mohawk's winner's circle to Lindsay, Fiery Image. Balanced Image, 3-year-old bay filly from Remarisi, owned by Kenneth Sommer of Sheffield, Ohio, trained by Doug McIntosh and driven to victory by Don McElroy. Her fourth win in 14 starts this year, 1:58 in the first Gold elimination for Lindsay, Fiery Image. From Mohawk Racetrack, this special announcement. We are under a short delay for the posting of the prices from the second race due to a delay in the gathering of all of the off-track wagering information. The source of the problem has been...
Has made breaks. You said a lot of it, you think, is in her head and her attitude.
Well, she's a growing young woman, and she gets a little feisty by times.
How did she handle tonight? Going to the half, it looked like she was throwing her head around a little bit. Were there any anxious moments?
Not really. She behaved herself quite nicely tonight. She kind of shook her head a little bit there when I was trying to get the pace back down a bit, but she acted really good tonight.
We just had another look at the stretch drive. She appeared quite strong at the end?
Very strong. I'm quite sure there's a little left for next week.
All right, and you've got a filly coming up in race number 4 as well. You've driven once to a victory at Hanover. Just a quick assessment of her coming in tonight.
Rennie Barassa's filly. She's a nice filly. She's a good trotter. I don't really know what kind of speed she has on a big track, because I only had the chance to drive her in Hanover, but I guess tonight will show us.
And from the trailing tier tonight, a lot of times drivers don't really like that, especially on this track, but in this case, might that work to your advantage?
Well, she doesn't really get away very good off the gate anyways, this mare, but still, I think it makes it a little more difficult from a trailing position because they don't get to see the gate, so that's not much of an advantage tonight.
All right, Donnie, congratulations. Good luck in the 4th.
Thank you very much.
Donnie McElroy, winning driver with Lindsay, Fiery Image tonight. Has a bit of a long shot there, but certainly showing she'll be one to watch in next week's Gold Final. Still awaiting prices for race number 2. We'll send it back inside.